Yeah, the worst light possible. Let's shoot an intro. That is a raging river behind me. We've got Kananaskis country, perfect clear blue water, rapids, a slalom course, and kayakers. We are out today shooting some Canadian kayaking championships. Gonna be an awesome day. What I'm looking for today is high speed, fast shutter sport photography. Because the water is moving very quickly and because they're in rapids, those splashes are gonna come up, and I wanna freeze each individual water droplet. Don't know what that's going to entail for shutter speed. By a guess, I'm thinking probably 1/1000th to 2,000th of a second, but we'll see once we get set up. We're just going to head a little farther upstream to where they actually are. So hang tight. It's going to be a good one. So what I'm going to work on today is super fast shutter speeds, anywhere from 1/1000th to 2,000ths of a second. Also, we're going to be working on AI servo, so we're going to lock in our focus and then track them as we go so we don't have to constantly find our focus. Once we're locked in, we've got them. Check this out. Okay, so I've got you mounted. I found a location. The kayakers are coming from this way. I'm gonna go with a super fast shutter speed because as they come through, there's that splash right there, and as they have to turn, so I'm gonna go with an f4 ISO 100, and my shutter speed I think is gonna be about a 1/1600 of a second here. So as they come down from here, I'm tracking, my focus is locked, the button is half pressed, then we'll pop the shot here in this area, we'll spray, do a high speed burst. Let's see what we get. And this is a good test because there's actually a river rafting whitewater adventure tour coming through, and I'm just gonna practice my exposure on them because here they come there. And my focus is dead center of the frame. I'm now locked in on AI servo, so we'll get this group and see what happens here when they come through. So here comes the big dip. So by looking at those photos, right where I'm at, there's a shadow in the middle of the frame. So I'm just gonna come down a couple of paces from where I was, just a little bit to get rid of that shadow that I don't like. The lowest aperture I can go on this 7200 is f4, so I'm going to increase my ISO to 200 from 100. That gives me the ability to increase my shutter speed to have a good, properly exposed photograph at 2,000ths of a second. Let's see what happens. This is just a young guy. Awesome! Look at the grit on his face. Ooh, this girl's gonna rock it. Here we go, into the dip. Just look what a fast shutter speed can do. Those frozen water droplets, her facial expression. Oh, so tasty. Everybody out in the world, stop
messing around. Calling all you freaks and nerds. You're just missing what you
Drop in.
Now, remember when I said I wanted to freeze action and get a great water splash with millions of splashes of water frozen in time? Ho, 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 ho.
soon be gone. My brother's going down the drain. My sister's living the dream. But everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights?
I was up at these rocks up here, and I moved down about 30, 40 feet. I want to get them looking towards the camera. The shots I was getting from up there, they were side profile, and they were getting a little lost in some of the water as well. So here comes somebody. Let's see what we can do. And focus is locked. What I'm looking for is a little determination in their expression in their faces. Once they come through that little drop, that's the face I want, as I'm grinding in the water. Hopefully we'll get it.
But everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind. But everything's alright. We don't give a damn this time.
We're getting into a little older competitors now, so their speed is really increased. That means the water splashes are going to be bigger as they drop in right here. Yeah, I got wet feet.
In this game we cannot win.
I'm gonna walk up a little bit for this one. My feet are now wet because I'm standing in the water, but it doesn't matter because it's 30 degrees out. Oh, nice splashes. We'll get the hair wet. Get him as he passes by. Maybe he'll turn at the corner here. Nice. The trick I'm having is I'm trying to get the entire paddle in the shot as well. So I've got to watch as I zoom in as they're coming through, that I get all of the paddle and all of the boat. I don't want to cut any of that off. I've had some great shots where I've cut off the paddle or the boat. I got to watch that. As I zoom in, I'm close, but I still need that 70 to 200 range. But as I zoom in, I'm cutting off part of the boat or the paddle. So I've got to be careful of that. Here comes another paddler. Let's see. So again, focus in on the paddler's head. Here comes the drop. Nice.
You know, when I thought of originally coming out to Kananaskis country to shoot kayaking, I had a vision in mind of a photo with an athlete who was just grinding it out in this choppy water with water droplets frozen in time and a really great facial expression showing how hard they're working. And I think this photo captures that perfectly. Look at that determination in their face. They're going for it. They are all in, 100% dialed in to the moment that's happening right now. That is a tasty shot. And I think these next shots actually show that. That facial determination, the concentration, Oh, so awesome.
Still dreaming, caught in the notion. You got my heart and my devotion. Up in the sky, high on emotion. Don't ever wake me, leave me out in the open.
It feels so good to be back out in the mountains today. Kananaskis country never disappoints. This beautiful river is a great place for landscape photography, but as you can see, it's also a great place for sport photography. I mean, how can it disappoint with views like we've had today? That's it, guys. In the meantime and in between time, stay healthy, stay safe. Catch you next time, guys.
And as always, guys, please rock the subscribe button and ring the bells for notifications. We'll check you next time.